Howdy, Psychic Medium Danielle Garcia with your energy forecast for the week. Today is June 1st, and how are y'all feeling? I feel like every time I start these, it's always about how'd you deal with the crazy vibes last week. I often wonder when we're going to get a break, because seriously, the last 14, 15 months have been interesting, right? Very, very interesting. So last time I checked the Schumann, which was about an hour and a half ago, we were at an 8. Can you believe it? We're actually right around normal range. Hopefully, knock on wood, we'll stay that way. Lots of space weather going on. Solar flares, solar storms. If you're having headaches, if you're having some problems with sleep, if you're feeling super, super thirsty and like you just can't quite get hydrated, this could be why. Mercury is full-blown retrograde now. How's everyone dealing with that? It doesn't necessarily mean that we need to go hide out in a cave somewhere, although that does feel promising and inviting at times. This is our opportunity to work on our communication. This is our opportunity to work on our relationships. And relationships, all relationships, whether it's personal, romantic, business, family, etc., etc., etc. So be very mindful of how you speak. Be very mindful of the words that you use. Be very mindful of the energy that you use while speaking. It's always interesting to me. Mercury in retro, we talk about communication. I believe, from my perception anyways, that it's this huge open doorway where communication can be taken not in the way that it has been given. And I believe that we also become incredibly sensitive to communication during Mercury retrograde. So if someone says a word that means one thing to us and another thing to them, we could take that incorrectly. If someone is coming at us with where they're speaking louder or they're speaking faster, or we're reading the energy of their blow up that they had with someone, 2 hours ago, and we're pulling that into our conversation and we're allowing our insecurities to come to the surface. These are all different things that can happen during that period of Mercury retrograde. So just keep eyes wide open and ears wide open as you are connecting. Tech stuff. Oh my gosh, between cars and TVs and phones and computers and lights and all kinds of stuff has just been going crazy in my world. So, preventative measures. Back up your phone. Back up your iPad. Back up all your electronic devices. Back up your security system. Back up your computer. This is your warning, I guess. This is your helpful reminder. Let's put it that way so it's not such a negative connotation with it. Really, really good time to make sure that you have backups of your most important things. And this is definitely not the time to take things personally. Remember, we're still in Eclipse gateway, right? So emotional energies are raging right now. Not literally raging as in anger, but they're really up there. They're very, very strong, super, super powerful. And this purging, this need and want to purge and release negativity continues. Saturn is also in retrograde, continues to be in retrograde. Where are you with responsibility in your life? Are you taking on more than you should? How much weight are you putting on your own shoulders that doesn't belong there? In the same token, are you rising to the occasion? Are you taking enough responsibility? Are you pushing things away because you're allowing your ego to get involved? Or are you just being lazy? Time to be honest, people. Too much or too little, like really gauge that. See how that's going on. This time of retrograde with Saturn also has us questioning our role within business, our role within family, our role within our romantic relationships. and our role with friends. Like, what role do you play? Are you the someone that everybody comes to dump their shit on? Are you the someone who's like the networker who knows how to connect people? Are you the planner? Are you the savior? Are you the listener? Are you the partier? I mean, what role do you currently have? Is that in alignment with who you are? And what role do you really want? And do boundaries somehow need to play a role in all of this? Karma also comes up hot and heavy during Saturn retrograde. So if you haven't dealt with stuff you should have dealt with, the universe is going to help you learn that lesson by giving you some other experiences, other occurrences, other red flags to see how you choose to deal with it now. June sets up to be a huge, huge month of solar shifting. I'm glad I said that right. Because when I said it to my phone and I was texting that to someone, let's just say Siri didn't quite understand that word, shifting. Solar eclipse rolls in on the 10th. We're going to go into summer solstice this month as well, later on in the month. And these energies present to kind of shake things up. The eclipse gateway vibes are very, very, very strong, and they're going to be hanging out with us for about 3 to 6 months. It's a good time to heal old wounds and deep-seated trauma. Not fun to look at, not fun to work on, but oh Lord, the freedom on the other side once you get to that point. So think of this gateway, 3 to 6 months. Maybe it's the time to stick a toe into that part of your life that you haven't wanted to deal with. Maybe it's time to take a deep dive and just commit to going forward. These energies right now are super, I know I use super and powerful and very a lot, don't I? Yeah, my guides are in my head. Sorry. These energies are incredibly helpful right now for helping us to heal. These energies are also allowing us to connect with the high heart. Some people term this as the spiritual heart or the soul's heart. So there's an incredible amount of love energy. Think of your highest vibration that you can hold of love and your highest access level of love. And that's what this high heart energy is. So if we're going to do any healing, if we're going to do any release of wounding, if we're going to take a big, oh my God, sometimes I wish these voices would slow down. A big jump, not a big dump. A big jump into the deep end of our trauma. Now is the perfect time to do it. And let's do it with a little laughter, shall we? Treat yourself with love and compassion as you welcome in this connection of high heart energy and utilize its healing power for release and expansion. Themes of the week. Protection. Hone in on your practice. What are you doing in order to protect your energy field? Doesn't necessarily have to be sage or holy water. There's umpteen different ways to protect and shield your energy field. Lots and lots and lots of interesting vibes this week. Another thing, take the blinders off, expand your vision. See, sense, feel what's going on around you, not just the straight trajectory in front of you. And balance mind, body, and spirit. There are many, many, many galactic energies coming forward. And I think that's one of the reasons why Spirit is saying protection is a good theme for this week. It doesn't mean that we have to be looking over our shoulder 24/7, but this is something that, we should take into account. Many of us have been wearing masks for the last year to protect ourselves from a virus. What are you doing to protect yourself from negative energy? Because it's out there, whether it's emotional, whether it's spiritual, it's out there. So it's time to come up with some type of daily practice, just like popping your vitamins in the morning. You're doing that as a preventative measure. This is an important preventative measure now and for the entire rest of the year. So let's draw some cards. The deck that I've chosen is Oracle of the Hidden Worlds by Lucy Cavendish. And let me get it away from the glare. You're probably there. That's a better view of it. And let's see what cards come forward. Sometimes the messages and the energy like come in so quick, like I'm literally kind of there but not there and out of body and trying to snatch them and hear them all at once. So please forgive me. First card, Fairy Energy, Growth, Expansion of Flowering. Very interesting because June is also about fairy energy. The gateways that are opening up create a harmonic balance and frequency where fairies are more apparent. You'll actually be able to, those of us that are sensitive and empathic, will be able to feel and sense them. You may not be able to see them if you don't have that gift of sight, but many times during this energy, you might feel giggling or hear giggling. You might have different things moved in your backyard. Shiny things can come up as lost and misplaced, and these are actually the fairies playing with it. If I take a step beyond that and I'm looking at this card, the fairy is shining her light into this flower. The flower is blooming and she's collecting that energy from the flower. Take a closer look. So if I look at this, I'm hearing, so what are you projecting? How are you projecting your light? Where is your balance? Are you taking more than you are receiving? Are you giving more than you are receiving? Something to take a look at right now. The next card, the Liminal Dance, Delicacy, Fragility, Transience. Nice little photo there, reminiscent of Stonehenge. How are you grounded? How are you vulnerable? Are you seeing the strength in your vulnerability? Are you using your power to be authentic? What are you hiding behind? These are all questions to ask this week. And the last card, Tree of Souls, Collective Wisdom, Kinship Group, Library. What a beautiful card. Look at all the energy going on inside of this, and this beautiful tree. This reminds me of the energy of Tree of Life. Again, how are we all connected? Where is your role? How do you fit in? This is also about release of karma and cutting, severing cords with those old relationships and those old critical judgments of self that we have had and we've been hanging on to. So lots going on. As you can tell by my energy and what they're telling me. Is it Monday, folks? No, it's Tuesday. So that's a short, well, not really a shorter week. Anywho, have a blessed week and take good care of you.